Hey, welcome back. How are you today? I hope you're not in England where it's 110 degrees. That's pretty crazy. It's only 90 degrees here. But we have air conditioning. It's weird. Why don't people in Europe have air conditioning? I never really understood that. I remember hearing that, like, oh, in Italy, they don't have air conditioning. Like, what? Why not? I'm not complaining because air conditioning is terrible for the environment, but I don't know if I could survive without it. It's 90 degrees out today. What do? You stick your head in the freezer, I guess? You go to a pool. Going to a pool on like a super hot day, though, that's not satisfying. It's like muggy and gross, and it's like, oh, the water doesn't even feel good. I've always kind of liked heated pools too, where it's like the water's warmer. Anyway. I was thinking, this is a weird thing to say, but I was watching the Game Grumps. They did like a 10-year anniversary. And I was thinking, like, I mean, in my perfect world, I would be doing a Game Grumps type show with a partner. So what they do is they have two people, and it's a comedy show. They make jokes about games that they're playing. And I've been watching it for like the past 8 years. Almost every day. And it's comforting. I do think that if I had another person to joke with, this would be more entertaining, and it would be fun and funnier. I don't know. I think I would like to at least give something like that a try. I have no idea. Like, I'd have to be really comfortable with somebody and really like them, and I don't know if I could ever have that. And that's why sometimes when I watch the Game Grumps, I'm like, this makes me sad. Like, I wish I kind of had what they're doing, but it's fine. I've always felt like the two biggest inspirations, that's kind of dumb, for what I'm doing are the Game Grumps and Harmontown, which is a podcast that was my favorite podcast, but it's not on anymore. Harmontown, I definitely got the idea for, like, that's where I got the idea for the note thing. Because that's what he used to do. He used to write down notes from his week and then just kind of riff on it with his friends and be like, I went to the grocery store and isn't this crazy? And it was funny. Better than that. Most of the time. Oh, I gotta get up there too. Whatever. I like cleaning this, the side part, because you can just kind of zoop, zoop. Okay, but what's my note? Well, I guess that's the thing. It's like, I think in the perfect world, I would have like a partner, and we would kind of joke, and it would be more fun. And once in a while, I could talk about something serious or whatever, but not every day like I do now. I kind of want to joke more, but it's weird to joke by yourself. It's hard, unless you're like PewDiePie and you're just like, whoa, isn't this power washing thing crazy? I don't know, joking by yourself is like it's hard. It's a very hard skill to have, because I always just constantly like, oh, that's stupid, that's not funny. But you have to be funny, and then also you have to like laugh at yourself and be like, oh, isn't what I just said funny? But the people who can do it, they do it in like a good way. I don't know how to do it, so I don't. Isn't it funny how water looks like pee? I don't know. What does PewDiePie do? Does PewDiePie even a thing anymore? I don't know. Does he have like 100 trillion subscribers? People in space watch PewDiePie. It's probably the only bad part of this game is they don't have a soundtrack. I don't think they have a soundtrack really, but it's fine because I don't really listen to music, the game audio anyway. But what's a note for today that I can talk about? I'm at 94%, 94%, 94%, 94%. Clean the grill. 94% really. Let's clean the. Well, it looks pretty clean to me. What about this? Ooh, that's dirty. You gotta get it in the crevices. See? You gotta clean the crevices. Gotta clean the crevices. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have notes about... I never did that MLM thing that I wanted to do, which is to make an MLM video, an anti-MLM video that just kind of summarizes all the anti-MLM points. Because that's all I do. Like, I watch ASMR, I watch anti-MLM, I watch the Game Grumps, and I watch John Boy sometimes. He does baseball commentary, which I like. And that's what I watch on YouTube pretty much. And then I'll watch TV. So right now I'm watching Miss Marvel, which is fun. I watched like 4 episodes of that. And I watched The Boys. Oh, I like The Boys. Although I didn't really like the last episode of the newest season. But I really like the kind of social commentary part of The Boys. It's fun. Where like Homelander is just kind of like a MAGA dude. I don't know. It's fun. It's all in good fun. Ooh, why isn't this clean? It should be clean. What am I missing? Should I do the wide spray? Ooh, I never tried the wide spray. Give me that wide. Maybe it's on top. Yeah, there it is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, so dirty. So dirty. This is my nozzle. What was I gonna talk about? The Boys? What? Oh, anti-MLM. I'm listening a lot to this podcast called Indoctrination, which I really like. I mentioned that before, though, so I won't get into it too much. In that podcast, there was a guy who had a quote, was on like, oh, that's an awesome quote. Oh, wait, did I go way over? Oh, no, I have 2 minutes. He said, which I think is a good way to summarize, like, cults and cultish groups or whatever. He said, playing God is easier than being human. I was like, oh man, that blew my freaking mind. Because it is like, I don't know, people just don't believe, like, you're gonna play God. They just don't believe. They don't want to believe that you could be lying about something like that. And most of the time, I mean, some of the time that people do believe that they just are special. They're like, well, maybe I'm not God, but I'm special. Like, I deserve people to be paying attention to me this much and to give me all their money. Obviously, I'm so important. Like, maybe I'm not God, but like, you may gotta fudge the truth a little bit. Whatever. But it is so hard to be a human. It is hard. If you're good at being a human, you've put a lot of work into it, for sure. Like, nobody comes out of the gate being like a really good human. It takes a lot of work, which is weird. And if you don't try to be good, to be a good human, to be a good human, yeah. You won't be. Like, I don't know. There aren't... I don't know. Sometimes there are people who just kind of go through life and you can just see, like, they're not really thinking about other people, but they're still just, like, being nice and good. Those people kind of seem like, well, that's like a child. Which is fine, but you're like a grown-up child who's being good. It's hard to explain. It's definitely easier to think about the terrible people. Like, they just go around, they hurt people, they don't care, because as long as they get what they want, they don't care. It's so easy to be selfish. Just think about what would be best for you and then do it and not care about anybody else. When you're selfish, you only have to think about one person. When you're not selfish, you have to think about the other 6.9 billion people. So it's harder to be a good human. That's why. Oh, that's the spot right there. Trolley. Oops. I should buy something with my... Maybe I'll do that tomorrow in the last video. I'll buy something fun. For myself. I'll give myself a little treat. I like how this fabric kind of gets wetter than the other fabric, because it's like, oh, it's, yeah, I don't know. Okie dokie, that's it. And I'll finish this level tomorrow. Oh, my knee. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, see you tomorrow. Ow, ow, ow. Bye.